Buffalo murals.
There are murals all over Buffalo, and this map shows all the places in Buffalo where murals can be found.
First murals I saw were on Buffalo Niagara Medical Campus.
One notable mural is Mohammed Zayman's mural that is titled Let's Walk Together, and it is painted on the sidewalk that leads to the NMC's Innovation Center. I'm not sure that this is there anymore because there's a lot of construction going on at the Innovation Center when I went to look at this mural. Zayman specializes in Arabic calligraphy. His work stands for Buffalo's history of welcoming immigrants and allowing them to introduce their own culture. Zayman came to the U.S. when he was only 11 years old. Now he uses art to inspire unity by allowing people of all backgrounds to experience the art of other cultures and to share their own to make a more peaceful and understanding world. This mural really stood out to me because of the calligraphy he uses and what it means to him and to the community and bringing people together.
The next mural was painted by Herve Toulet, and it was called Trait Pointage Goubalage, which means lines, dots, stains, scribbles. This mural is located at 847 Main Street. This mural employed the work of college and high school art students in a 2-week art exercise. It took the building from looking bland and gray to colorful and fun. While this art may not have meaning like Zayman's, it does add value, like the community of artists that came together to create this piece and the way it adds light and vibrancy to the city.
Next, I went to Hurdle Ave and looked at some murals there. One of the murals I really liked on Hurdle Ave was a mural called We Are Here, which is by the artist White Bicycle. We Are Here is a mural on 1260 Hurdle Ave. This mural represents a map of the city of Buffalo, specifically Taunton Place, Elmwood, and Parker Avenue. What I really like about this mural is that the word we emerges from the city map, showing that Buffalo is a community that sticks together and helps each other out, a community that comes together and is equal, building towards a better future. The we emerges in yellow and orange painting and is kind of outlined by the red paint in this picture, so it's really stands out.
Another mural that I saw on Hurdle Ave was Buffalo Map by Mario Zucca.
This may be one of the cooler murals as it highlights the unique things about Buffalo. It is really interesting to look at this mural to try to find all the places you know and have been, and also the places Buffalo is known for. For example, in the right corner, there's a giraffe and an elephant that represent the Buffalo Zoo. And on top of the U in the buffalo is a golden griff for Canisius. And there's also a football on the O, which is obviously for the Buffalo Bills. In the front, there's a Sabres player. And in the back, in the right-hand corner, there is buffalo, like the animal. And on the L, there is Shark Girl, which represents that monument. And there's also in the way back, there's a UB poster, and in the middle back, there's the airport. So there's just all these really cool little details in this one mural that I think is really cool. Looking Good is a mural by Casey William Milbrand that is located on Hurdle Ave. This mural is meant to represent the turnaround that the Buffalo community is currently facing, as well as playing on the fact that the murals that are in Buffalo make the city a much prettier and exciting place. This mural also represents hope for a better future and good things ahead for Buffalo City. The paints used in this mural reflect the color palette of the North Park Theater Marquet. This theater is a historic one-screen movie theater that opened in 1920 in Buffalo. WeGo is the final mural that I looked at Hurdle Ave, which is by Chuck Tingley and Matt Grote. WeGo is on 1503 Hurdle Ave. This mural represents the fantastical imagination of children and their love for make-believe in games. How childlike wonder can take you to another world. The hot air balloons in this design are based off of Nintendo video games. The elements represented in this mural are to show the importance of imagination, and they do this by using fun and whimsy designs. One image that stuck out to me on the mural is the giant turtle that is flying through the sky on a very small plane. I think this captures what they were going for in this whimsy kind of design and harkening on the imagination, because it's just such a big turtle on such a small plane.
And then I just looked at a few more murals on Washington Street and Main Street.
The first mural that I looked at on Washington Street was Optichromy by Felipe Pantone. Visually, I think this piece is kind of stunning. It offers a nice contrast between the black and white colors and the rainbow effect. This mural speaks to the endless transformations of art and culture as it is made within a continuum and highlights the ways in which things repeat and transform. This mural is located on Washington Street between East Tupper and East Chippewa. The second mural that I looked at on Washington Street is called Wildflowers for Buffalo, and it's by Louise Jones. This mural is located on 465 Washington Street. This mural is made up of wildflowers that are native to Buffalo, including red clover, coneflower, burdock, and chicory, as well as many others. These flowers play a role in herbal medicines that can bring well-being. Therefore, this mural is kind of like a well-being wish for Buffalo and kind of like the hope as it strives for a better future that Buffalo will begin to emerge as a better city. The final mural that I looked at was Metamorphosis number 5 by Tevar Zawaki. This mural is located on 1665 Main Street, and you might have seen it coming to Canisius. I really like the color blocking on this. I think it's just really pretty and stands out in contrast among the city and like just the boring brick buildings. The upward arrow in this mural represents the will to rise above fears, hardships, everything and anything holding you back. This mural is meant to demonstrate the resurgence of Buffalo that is currently happening, in hopes that Buffalo will shed its hardships and once again become a great city. That is also why this mural is titled Metamorphosis number 5, because Buffalo is changing and hopefully it will change into something beautiful. Historical significance. These murals represent the economic challenges Buffalo has faced. By covering the walls of vacant buildings with colorful art, joy and hope are expelled into the city. This comes after Buffalo's post-industrial economy that saw jobs being lost at a rampant rate and the population of the city declining due to job loss. These murals are an important part of the future of Buffalo as they bring hope to citizens that the future will be brighter. Why are the murals important? One reason these murals are so important is because they add color and vibrancy to the city. This is especially important for the older parts of the city where buildings are old, colorless, and bad looking. Now there is something pretty to look at in the urban landscape, which brings hope and joy to the city. These murals are also particularly important in Buffalo due to the weather we experience. The murals give a bright landscape to gray and dreary days, giving a little of sunshine and light back to the city. Another reason the murals are so important is because it brings about positive neighborhood change. This is done because the murals, being such a bright, vibrant part of the city, bring additional foot traffic to areas, which helps local businesses in those areas and helps build a sense of community within Buffalo. The third reason that these murals are so important is because it brings hope for the future. These murals represent a shift in thinking, displaying confidence in Buffalo as a city and love from the community. Murals such as Keep Buffalo a Secret relay the message that Buffalo is a city worth being proud to live in.